to the Dude Show podcast, starring Patrick and Chris, with updates from our sexy bosom-blessed newsgirl and commentary from producer Lewis. Clothing is optional for this broadcast, so grab yourself a whatever, sit back, and prepare to eat pie like you're on death row, you son of a bitch. And without further ado, let's fire this motherfucker up!
Hello, everybody. Good to be here. You know, after a long day of dealing with the people that live on the planet Earth, it's nice to be surrounded by friends. And I have them here today. Chris, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Patrick. It's great to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Handsome as always.
Thanks, buddy. Mikey, how are you over there, pal?
Lovely.
Bethany, always nice to see you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I concur.
Had a tough day.
No.
Well, actually, a tough week, everybody. I lost my iPhone.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Look, this is something that everybody can relate to. Like, I think there's people that live in Ethiopia. I think, and they can say, "Yes, I totally agree." You know what I mean?
Verbatim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into it. This is how it went down.
Please.
Well, first off, let me start by saying everybody can relate, and everybody can really relate to the emotions that we feel when we lose that lifeline, that device that is tethered to us.
Can you feel the tension in the air right now?
Yeah, there was a lot of tension. I don't know. I want to. Yeah, well, because a lot of people get their phones stolen, and there's a lot of tension. Like, who stole my phone? Because those devices, they ain't cheap, as we all know.
Fuck no.
They're not. So this is how it went down. I was laying in my bed, and I leaned over to the coffee table, and I said, "Hey, I want to look at Facebook. I want to do a little creeping, and then where's my iPhone?" And then I realized, oh my God, it's not here. So I searched around the apartment, and then I realized it's not in here.
Ugh.
So then I had to go on a search and destroy mission.
Oh, God.
Now, I had retraced my steps, and I knew that I'd lost it that day. Obviously, because we spend a lot of time on our iPhones. What do we look at it? What's the average, do you think? Every 15 minutes we look at one of those goddamn things?
Oh.
There was.
I'm getting down to 15 minutes.
Yeah, there was a report the other day that said it's like literally like a couple times a minute people are up to. Like,
I have to
literally.
make
A couple times a minute.
Yeah, a couple
conscious
times a minute.
effort
Yeah.
to put it away. Yeah. It's got to go away for hours at a time.
All
Train
right. Well,
yourself.
I'm happy to report it was at least an hour before I
That's
realized
pretty
this
good.
thing had
That's
been a
good.
mess. But I ran through my mind, and I'd said through the day that I zeroed in on a location where I thought I might have left the phone, and it was at a lunch place where I normally eat at in Toluca Lake called Patty's.
Oh.
So I got in my car and I drove over there, because this is not a thing where you can make a phone call and say, "Hey, have you found an iPhone?" So what you do is you go to the location where you think that it might be. So I walked into the restaurant, and I walk up to the counter, and there was a 19-year-old hostess there, and I said, "Hey, I think I lost my iPhone here." And she goes, "Oh, wow, that sucks." And so I said, "I think I was sitting at that table over there. I'm pretty sure I left it over there." And she goes, "Well, there's people eating there right now."
It's a diner. Yeah.
It's a diner.
Yeah, there might be,
it's
might be
not,
people eating in there.
It's not Mastro's, okay?
There's a chance.
I wasn't at Mr. Chow's.
No.
So
You weren't at
but she said,
Crustacean.
"Sir, do you mind if we wait till these people finish eating before I send the team over there, SEAL Team 6,
Yeah, right.
to
Patty's
expedite your phone?"
Team 7.
And that sounded like a fair enough proposition. Okay, she goes, "I'm going to take your number down. Write it on the back of this receipt.
What?
And as soon as these people are done eating, we're going to look over at that table where you were eating at, and we're going to search for that phone, and we're going to call you." And I believed her. So I went back to the apartment. I signed off on that.
Oh.
And a couple hours went by. There was not a phone call. There was not a, "No, we did not find your phone, sir." So I called again, and I said, "Hey, I was the guy that lost the iPhone, And has anybody turned one in? And she and I think I got the same 19-year-old that doesn't give a fuck about her minimum wage job. She said
Tips.
She said, well, no one's found the phone. And I said, well, do you have a lost and found? She said, yes, we do. And I said, do you mind going there and checking? She said, well, what does your iPhone look like? And I said, well, it's very unique. In
Google
that
it.
It's an iPhone.
Yeah.
Google.
What generation says your iPhone?
And she said, no iPhone here. Well, actually, there is one iPhone, but it's a coworker's phone. And she lost it, but she's coming in today to get it.
Oh.
I said, fair enough, fine. So then my next step, as you all know, when you lose a phone, you can't be apart from a phone for more than 24 hours
Oh, no.
without
It's-
your
it's
mind, without losing your fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's devastating.
So
Everyone's died in 24 hours, surely.
Well, look, your phone, whether it be a BlackBerry, an iPhone, I don't know, whatever the hell these kids are tapping into these days. But look,
These kids.
I got pictures on there. I got contacts. In some of those pictures, I might.
Did you have nudies?
Look, I might be
You
getting
had
blown by a midget.
nudies.
Bethany, I have some fucking shit on there. I might have some naked chicks. I don't know what.
Dick pics.
Either way, I don't
Oh.
want. I'm gonna lose that. I'm gonna lose my contacts. I'm gonna lose my. I don't know what I'm gonna lose.
It's all on the internet
My
now.
songs. So I head over to AT&T, the store, and dealing with some of these people. Jesus Christ, 2 hours in that place and $200 to order a new phone.
Ugh.
Which, by the way, this is how AT&T sets this up, or Apple. 5 days till the new phone gets to you. 5 days. Can you imagine being without a phone for 5 days?
No, it's
in this
ridiculous.
goddamn
No.
day and age.
No.
Did they give you a loaner? I mean,
No, Chris, that's not how this works. They don't
it
give
is.
you a
Well,
loaner. That would be too
you-
easy.
You need to go over to Samsung, brother.
Yeah. I would have.
7-Eleven and get a track phone.
Yeah, no
Ooh,
shit.
get a prepaid flip phone.
First off, that doesn't help you with all the pictures you had in the phone.
No. I've had that
the
happen.
quick access to the internet. It does not help you with your contacts. Thank you, Mikey, for shitting on my point. But no, that once again, that did not help me at all. So I go over to the AT&T store, and they try and track my phone down.
Oh,
Well,
tracking.
yeah, they have like a
That-
GPS in it.
Yes, but I had not turned that on. I don't know why. but
Oh, God.
get this.
Do
But
I
get
have
this.
mine on?
They gave me two pieces of information. The first was they could recover my contacts, which I liked
It's great.
because I had just gotten a number from a girl that I liked the night before.
Yeah, man.
That's very important.
And second, they told me that my phone was actually on. It hadn't been turned off. Now, I know some of the audience listening out there, just because I know our demo. I know normally when you steal phones, the first thing you do is take the battery out of there because that will not be traceable. Apparently, in this case, the battery hadn't been taken out of the phone yet. Okay, so the nice AT&T guy said, "I don't think your phone was stolen because the battery hasn't been taken out yet.
It's in your pocket.
It's still operating." He goes, "This phone," and because they know, he said, "This phone is still out there."
The phone is on your person.
Do-do-do-do-do.
All right. So to quicken the story up, I ordered the new phone, which will be delivered in 4 to 5 days, business days,
Business.
whatever
Done.
that means.
Yeah.
And $200 later, 2 hours later, a lot of sweat equity in this. Okay? A lot of calories.
Sweat
It's hard. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
hard.
I order it and then I go back, but I'm depressed because how am I going to creep on Facebook? How am I going to listen to the songs that I like? How am I going to check my email? How am I
There's-
going to call that girl that I met the night before?
How?
It's not going to happen. Not for 4 days.
Ah,
But
Jesus.
then this happens. I go home. Now, as you guys know me, we're all friends here. I have a mind that is obsessive.
A bit.
I
No.
start slowly breaking down my day.
Deducing.
Deducing where that phone might be. I retrace my steps. Like one of those CSI guys.
Yeah.
And what I had figured out was there was no way that this phone was anywhere other than Patty's, the diner.
Right. May I interject at this
Please,
moment?
please.
Let's roll it back a few minutes because you were sitting in a booth, yay? Correct?
No, it was a small table for
A small
two.
table? Okay. So Patty's is not Grand Central Station with a bunch of lockers or anything. So
No lockers.
So basically, they didn't need Sherlock Holmes to look at that table or in that booth. That would have been maybe a 2-minute process that
Right.
they couldn't seem to pull
Done.
off at the time.
Right.
They were too busy with the Scrabbles.
Oh.
All this could have been averted if they had taken 2 minutes out of their busy serving, cooking, breakfast schedule.
Chris, you're bullet pointing where I will be going with this later,
All right,
which is
let's do
that
it.
2 minutes out of their lives might have saved me.
Hundreds of dollars, 4 or 5 days of creeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the payoff on this is going to be beautiful. So I sleep on it, but I don't really sleep. I think, and I know the listening audience out there. I know you've lost a phone, and you've obsessed over who stole that from me. Perhaps you thought where I might have left it. Maybe I dropped it in a river, but no. It went somewhere. And if you have a mind like mine, you don't let it go. So, the next morning I got up. I was very diligent about this. I said, no. I'm going back to Patty's, the place where I believe, like Sherlock Holmes.
Wow, you
Yeah.
were.
Like on
Sherlock
Coke.
Oh my God.
I walked in there at 9 a.m, but this time I wasn't met with a 19-year-old hostess.
Hey, now.
How'd you
It's
know she
Monday.
was 19? Okay, go ahead.
Well, it was a Saturday, and she was brain dead. She was obviously 19.
Obviously.
Now, but no. Now it's Monday. Now
Right.
I got the 65-year-old hostess that works on Mondays. You know, those are
She's
the low
been
hours.
there for a long time.
And I said, I lost my phone this weekend. And I'm pretty sure you guys have it. And she said, I don't think so. And I said, you got a lost and found? She goes, yes, I do. And I said, where is it? She goes, well, it's in the drawer right here. And I said, open it. And she took a pause. She took a pause.
You open that
And
goddamn
you had a
drawer
gun.
right now.
Chris,
Right now.
Chris, you're reading my lips.
Yeah.
I'm reading my mind, actually. Sorry, and my lips. I said, open it. She goes, she paused. Open it. She opened the drawer. I go, is there a phone in
And
there?
there-
And she goes, yes. And I said, pull it out.
Hey, now.
Once again, she paused.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one was wearing a diaper. That's how old she is. I could see it through her, like,
It wasn't Neil Diamond that was helping you out there.
now.
I wish.
Ironically, the 19-year-old hostess is showing up for work at this point. She pulled out the phone. I immediately recognized it as my phone.
You knew.
I said, give it to me.
That bitch.
Give it to me. A manager he's a dude, walks over and he goes, what's going on here? He heard the melee.
Was it Neil Diamond?
Yes, it was. Strangely
And he goes,
enough.
what's going on here? I go, that's my phone. He goes, how do we know it's your phone? I said, I'll tell you how we know it's my fucking phone.
My dick's on it.
That's when the F-bombs came out.
Old lady, hand the phone to the young manager dude who's way over exerting his authority here. First picture you're going to see is my dog in a bed. My dog looks like he's dead. You're going to see that picture. Second picture
Poor
you're going to see is a picture of me with my shirt off. I'm not proud of that one, but you're going to see that. He flips through my phone. By the way, like, this guy is the fucking cops.
Right.
And he goes, kind of looks like you. Kind of looks like you, fucking asshole. I go, all right, fine. You really need the proof? There is a picture of a chick that I am not proud of having sex with a vibrator up against her clitoris.
No!
Flip to that motherfucker.
Wait.
Wow.
And he did.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, it really did.
Thank you.
And
It
you know
did.
what? He did, and he goes,
did.
this is in fact his phone. Now, as I mentioned, there was the 19-year-old hostess that had fucked me over walking in that door. Now, I had my phone in hand. I could have just walked away like a gentleman.
You could have.
I could have just,
Oh, you didn't.
I could have walked away. But no, I felt there was a lesson to be learned here. And the lesson was, do your fucking job!
Wow. Levels.
That escalated quickly also.
Look, sweetheart, and this is exactly what I said to her. I called twice yesterday. I got some FaceTime with you. When I asked you if there was a phone missing, don't you think for 1 second you could have exerted some energy, opened up that drawer, and checked?
Nope.
By the way, you know what she did? She shrugged her goddamn shoulders. The manager put his hand on my shoulder, and I said, I come in here a lot. You cost me 2 hours of fucking chasing around a phone. 2 hours of being at an AT&T store. It's the
Two
lesson of
bills.
twos.
Two bills.
$200 for a phone that's
right.
being delivered to my house right now. This sucks, dude. You could have checked. By the way, of course, I was completely not fulfilled by any of this because I was left with nothing after this.
No.
They did
God.
nothing. Here's where I'm going with this. What are we, 20 minutes into
Yeah,
this
where are you
shitty
going?
story?
No, it's
But I
so
know you
good.
can all relate to this. What's going on, people? Do we not give a fuck about our jobs? Can we not do our jobs? A person came into your place of business that spent money there.
Right.
He lost his phone. All you had to do to be a hero was look for that phone and then call the number that I left and then be a hero. But no, you chose not to exert any energy to show me that not only were you putting any effort forth, but you were detracting. You were minus energy. Now, this is where it's going. No one gives a fuck about their job anymore. No one. It's the retail checkers at Rite Aid or whatever city you live in. No one gives a fuck about their job. My tax guy, he fucked up my my audit and cost me a couple $100. My insurance guy spelled my fucking name wrong, caused a shitload of thing. Adults don't know how to do their jobs anymore. So, I pose this question to you. Team, have you experienced that people don't give a fuck about their job? Question number 2, why is this happening? Because I believe, yes, it's a Jeopardy question. I believe that people don't care about their jobs anymore. You tell me if I'm incorrect. Bethany, Chris, Mikey, hit it.
Me? Well, I first want to talk about the girl, the 19-year-old girl. I think that she was going to steal the phone. I think that she was going to steal the phone, and she thought about it all night. She knew the phone was there, right, when you called her back. She knew it was there, and I think that all night she was going to steal it, and the last minute she kept it there and didn't, and that's why she didn't call you.
But why not take the battery out of the phone?
Because she's 19.
Have you tried to take a battery out of an iPhone?
Bingo.
Why is it hard, Mike?
It doesn't happen.
Boom.
Ooh.
Why?
That's
It's
one of the
really-
that's one
By
of
the
the
way, this
problems
is-
with the iPhone.
this
You
is
cannot
radio,
cha-
Mike,
You can't
so-
change the battery.
They can't see it.
What Mike just did is handed me an iPhone, and he dared me to take the battery out of it. Look, I know
Ready?
if you're cunning enough to steal something, you're cunning enough to figure out how to steal it.
Right. That's why I think if someone really, really tried to steal it, it would have come out. But so people don't give a shit about their jobs. I don't know. I mean, I think people always haven't given a shit about their job.
By the way,
really.
Bethany, just to bookend this, there were multiple people that fucked up on this. It wasn't just a 19-year-old. Like
Right.
there was a drawer.
Well, of course. I mean, I think that people don't give a shit about those kind of jobs. That's not what that girl wants to do for the rest of her life. I think she's just like checking in. And when it's like a check-in kind of job, I think people don't give a fuck. But maybe she's aspiring to be something so great.
Well,
And she does a really good job with that outside of this.
well, I agree with you. What's happening is we all have something better to do, whether it be the person that is the checker at a grocery store,
Right?
or the person that puts your taxes together. Everyone has some place they'd rather be, whether it be looking on Facebook or, playing around on a Game Boy. I don't know what the fuck, but they don't want to be at their jobs anymore. And this is a trend that is happening that sucks balls because everyone sucks. And it'd be fine if their jobs didn't cost other people more work,
So negative.
but it does. I mean, you haven't experienced this?
No, I mean, yeah, I think to a certain extent, but with jobs that I would be unhappy doing also, So I think that I maybe wouldn't.
So you're
give
one
a
of these
fuck.
people.
Maybe no, because I do jobs that I love, so I don't know.
Chris,
but
jump
I've
in here,
done
please.
jobs that I've hated.
Well, let me jump in because I'm a big proponent of the saying that everything's relative. Brad Pitt hates his job sometimes. Everybody hates their job, no matter what level they're on. It's called a job. It's not called fun. I'm setting my alarm at 7 a.m. to get up and fun. I'm gonna get up and go to fun. No, I'm getting up and going to fucking work. So I actually have a sort of a converse experience from you, because I deal with a lot of people that do, big box retail jobs, public jobs. And I find that I'm often shocked at how much attention people pay to their jobs and actually do a good job. I find it in grocery stores. I find it at a Starbucks. I find it.
Oh, good. We're on the same page.
Yeah,
with
it's
that.
like people actually give a shit, and they actually have other things going on. And you know that they're working towards something else, but they actually do give a shit. But you do run into those people that are they just fucking take the breath out of you. You can tell they don't give a shit.
But then I think there's just like shitty people in general.
That's it right there,
their
Bethany.
job. It's
You
just that they're
guys are
shitty.
living in another dimension than me then. Because I deal with people on a day-to-day basis.
You're on the boulevard, man. Nobody cares.
No.
The dirty boulevard.
I'll tell you what. I dealt with a 40-year-old guy who preps my taxes that fucking gave the wrong social
But
security
what if he
number.
just made a mistake? Like, don't you ever make mistakes?
I'll tell you what, when I pay you $800 an hour to get it right, I can go to fucking H&R Block to get retarded results.
In Walmart.
That's right.
To do,
But
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So when I pay you that amount of money, I want you spending 2 hours on making sure it gets right, guys.
Right. Well, he's 40 years old. He was probably up all night trying to get laid. Might have had a little Toots-a-Rootsky going
In
on.
LA,
You know,
that
he
is
might-
a
yeah,
40
he might have-
Don't
40-year-old
charge
in LA,
$800
yes.
and call yourself professional.
That's right. Well, I hope you got a discount.
We had words today, but what I don't like is that I had to exert energy as I did with this fucking cell phone bullshit.
Remind me
You-
to never do taxes. for
You don't, but
I
you
couldn't
do.
anyway.
Because there's
It's
nothing,
happening
Patrick.
in every aspect of
There's
the world.
nothing you enjoy more than dressing people down. And unfortunately, you run into a bunch of people that give you the opportunity to dress them down.
Boom.
And you fucking lower the boom, as you should. Rightly so.
Someone's
Mikey-
got to do it.
Mikey, I'm a minority here. Please chime in. Do you deal with douchebags that fucking are shitty at their job? Please tell me.
Being from the Midwest, I think every step you take in the opposite direction of LA, you will find people who care a little bit more about their job instead of preoccupied with fame or the bullshit of this town. That being said, I'm on a podcast.
All right.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah. You're in LA working
All right,
in entertainment.
So what we're saying here is that perhaps this is just an LA thing. People do their jobs on the rest of the
No,
rest of
No,
I don't
it's
think-
everywhere.
Why do we
No, they still
always
suck in
think
the
that
Midwest,
it's us? We're always like, it probably just happens in LA, right? No, I think that it happens everywhere. People don't give a shit about their jobs all over the world. I just think that it's, some people just aren't doing what they like to do yet.
Okay, I'll make it real cerebral for you. I'll take you back to my community
Take it
college
back.
days, sociology of the
back.
future. It's a concept called metaphysical malaise, where there's so much technology, everybody's distracted by all these things. Life is so easy that they find it easy not to care about the task at hand.
Look, this conversation has gotten me very angry, very upset,
You
very.
look
I'm a very
really angry.
You know what? There's only one thing that can make me feel better.
Get happy.
I want to be happy, and
I do
one thing that
too.
makes me happy is playing a game.
I
And
love
one of my
games.
favorite games is a little game called Retarded Celebrity Quote Trivia. Let's fucking hit it, Mikey.
Let's do it.
It's time for Retarded Celebrity Quotes Trivia. This is where your favorite TV and music personalities write or say things that they think are profound, but actually make them sound like they fell out of a third-story building and now have brain damage. It's up to you to match the moronic quote with the beyond narcissistic douche celebrity that said it. Let the judging begin!
That's what we like to do here. We like to judge. So, I think you got the rules by the intro here, peeps. What we're going to do is we're going to read a quote, an actual tweet, something out of a blog, something that some
Person.
some celebrity said on record, and then we're going to evaluate out of 3 celebrities which one of those people said it. Okay,
All right.
we got the rules, everybody.
Got it.
All right, let's start. I have an envelope here.
You're so official tonight.
Hey now.
All right, here we go. Here's the first quote. This was a tweet, blog, or some, I don't know, out of a book or something of one of these retarded celebrities. Here we go. Republican comes in the dictionary just after reptile and just above repugnant. I looked up Democrat. It's of the people, by the people, for the people. Which celebrity said this? Is it Alec Baldwin, Sean Penn, or Julia Roberts? Julia Roberts, very cool. Okay. Obviously, this is very anti-Republican.
Obviously. What were the choices again, quickly?
Okay. We have Alec Baldwin, Sean Penn, or Julia Roberts. Republicans come in the dictionary just after
I got
reptile.
this.
Okay. You really, Bethany?
Yeah, I
All
know.
right,
I
Bethany.
know who it is.
Hit it.
You know who this is?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I think that it's Alec Baldwin. Mm-hmm. I think that
Fair guess.
Sean Penn is pretty, liberal, but I think that I don't know if he like spouts off to the media or to whatever source you may have gotten this from as much as Alec Baldwin may have. I'm pretty solid on that.
Not Julia Roberts, though.
I don't even think she came into play for me.
Okay. So your vote is Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He is a blowhard.
All the way.
He's got a lot to say.
And he's kind of drunk.
He's a drinker.
He's kind of drunk.
Allegedly.
He could have said this at 1 in the morning,
Right.
on a rant
He
or something.
called TMZ and told him this.
Yeah, although it seems like a little time spent here with the whole dictionary thing, looking up stuff on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sean
Woman.
Penn is a little smarter.
Sean Penn.
I think Sean Penn is smarter.
I disagree on that. Chris.
Well, I'd say I almost did that again. It's a coin toss between Alec Baldwin and Sean Penn because
Oh, yeah.
it's not Julia Roberts because it doesn't involve Julia Roberts. Okay? So she's not talking about herself or referring to herself and the wonderfulness of Julia Roberts. So it's either Alec or Sean. I think Sean is busy trying to pick up chicks and smoke cigarettes. That reeks of Alec Baldwin.
Oof.
It's very,
Yeah,
it's very righteous. I mean, I'm a liberal guy, but Alec gets a little.
He's very vocal.
He's very vocal.
I've also known him to be a little Republican, though. In his.
No, he's very liberal.
Yeah?
Very liberal.
Okay.
Yes.
Mike, you want to play? Come on, you got an opinion on this?
Gonna have to go with Julia Roberts.
Oh.
I want
The
to be the
black
different
sheep.
one.
Want to be
and
contrarian. I like it.
I want to be the contrarian.
It's going
and
against the
I
odds.
wanna believe that a guy would come up with something a little more snarky. We've been on the playground. We've insulted each other. The whole dictionary thing. It's just
Oh,
That's what
I
got me.
see.
That's what got me.
Yeah.
So she's smarter.
Pretty Woman. I don't. No, she's not smarter. She took a little too long with a joke that just didn't hit home.
Oh yeah, women tell terrible jokes. That's why.
Mikey, I like where you're going with this.
He agrees.
I have to tell you, everything about this kind of screams a female, and I'll tell you why. The whole dictionary thing just seems something that a woman would get in there. Look, I know Alec Baldwin and Sean Penn hate America. These guys are, they hate America. They really do. Although they've profited here and, they bang hookers here and they're 22-year-old girlfriends and they're filthy
Date my
rich.
friends.
And, yeah. But the Julia Roberts and the fact that they threw that one in there, Julia Roberts, why is she in here? Does she ever say anything negative?
Who says repugnant?
Very good. All right, so
Alec Baldwin says
Yeah,
repugnant.
Alec Baldwin.
okay, so why don't we see? So we got 2 for Alec Baldwin, and we
Do
have
you
Yeah.
don't actually know them this time?
No, I don't.
No.
Wow, this is
they're
new.
they're in
This is a
hermetically
leg-
sealed envelopes.
This is a legit game.
So, gentlemen, why don't we do this?
And lady.
Oh my.
And lady.
Yeah.
And lady.
Jesus.
So we got 2 votes for Alec Baldwin,
Yep.
none for Sean Penn, and 2 for Julia Roberts. And shall I make the announcement right now?
Yeah, I'm so excited this time.
That's a J for Julia. Mikey, you and I did it, buddy.
It's still rigged.
It-
Still
totally rigged. Erroneous.
Erroneous. I cry erroneous.
Great job, Mikey.
Mikey
Great job.
and I, I'm
It was a
gonna
trick
mark this
question.
down.
Yeah.
I like Mikey and I.
Yeah.
We have the same.
Yeah, you were right. Somebody was reading the dictionary.
I'm usually the lone wolf.
Alec and Sean are too busy with the poon to be fucking around with the dictionary.
All right, here
That
we go.
is true.
Good point. Here we go. Quote: whenever I watch TV and I see those poor, starving kids all over the world, I can't help but cry. I mean, I would love to be skinny like that, but not with all
What you
those
just
flies
said
and death and stuff.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
That is not
Yeah,
real.
that ain't right.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that seems a little crazy. Mm-hmm. Especially the part about the flies and death and stuff. Okay. Was that Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj, or Christine Aguilera? Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh man.
I have a T for a tweet here.
That
This
is
was a
hard.
tweet.
Oh, it's a fucking tweet.
It was a tweet.
Wow.
Okay, read the names one more time. Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. She's pretty dumb.
She is okay.
Pretty brain dead.
We'll go there. We'll talk about it. Mariah Carey.
By the way, collectively, what do you think? Under 100 IQ here? All three of them put together?
Yeah, all together.
Okay. Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
Christine Aguilera.
Okay,
Nikki's IQ is in her bottom.
that's true. It's
All
a
right,
good-
so guys, once again, whenever I watch TV, I think she's talking about the African kids.
Right.
right.
Whenever I watch TV, I see those poor, starving kids all over the world. I can't help but cry. I mean, I would love to be skinny like that, but not with all those flies and death and stuff.
Oh my God.
I think
that's the
it's
worst.
easy. I think it's easy. I really do.
Okay? Please, Chris,
I-
chime in.
I'm gonna say Nicki Minaj.
Really?
Because Nicki is not as polished as Mariah or Christina. I think Nicki Minaj is a little more of a loose cannon, and I think she's more likely to make an off the cuff crazy
Okay.
remark like that.
My take on it is the other two are a little older than Nikki, a little more established, and I doubt they tweet their own tweets whatsoever.
Yeah, good point.
So
You
where
see
you going with that,
Mariah
Mike?
You think Mariah Carey's over 40-year-old ass is walking around with a cell phone tweeting for the kids?
Oh,
But
yeah.
someone
Watch it,
that
buddy.
tweets for her, would they say something this stupid?
No, I think she tweets.
No, it's Nicki Minaj all the way.
Okay. I think I didn't think Nicki Minaj at first, but I know that she like rapped about Haiti. And I've been to Haiti, but I think that someone may have like asked her in an interview about like what she think, like, oh, you talked about giving money to Haiti, so what do you think about that? And then maybe that was her response to that. Now I haven't heard her talk that much, but I thought it could totally be Mariah Carey because I think she's really dumb as a brick. But maybe now, Nicki Minaj.
Look, this game isn't easy, okay? Because if it was, everybody would play. So I mean?
True.
True.
But we're playing because
We are.
We're
You
gonna
know-
take the challenge.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
up
man.
for the challenge. So I'm gonna need a definite answer out of you.
I said Nicki Minaj.
Okay,
That's
for-
it.
What are you guys working together tonight? You guys in cahoots?
Yeah.
We're sliding them under the
We
table.
are in cahoots.
You got 3 Nickies.
Yeah, you said it too. Nicki, all
Yeah,
the way.
Mikey said Nicki.
But that is the worst quote I've ever heard. Terrible.
I have a feeling they'll top it.
I have a feeling
Okay.
marijuana was involved.
Look, guys, I know this doesn't work for gambling, although you never want to bet with everybody because if we all bet
Right.
the same,
That's-
like
who
no
cares?
one wins. Like who wins,
Yeah,
right?
you
Right.
have to pick someone
But-
else.
This quote is so kind of racist and offensive. The only person that could get away with it is someone of the same ilk. You
The
know
other
what I mean?
two ladies would have been publicly crucified.
Wait, did it say
crucified
that it
for
was
this.
Africa or just say poor kids? I mean, why are we assuming that the poor kids were black? That's racist.
Flags aren't all over
once
Russia,
again,
fighting like Africa.
Once again, this goes out to our prime demographic of the Dude Show Network. I don't want you to be offended by this, but when was the last time you saw a skinny kid with flies around his head? I'm going to take Nicki Minaj on this. So
Unanimous.
So you're saying it couldn't
It's-
have been Christina because she's
Crack
white.
that envelope.
she's dumb.
Crack
If-
it.
We would have heard about it if it was Christina because she's white, and that would have been the most racist thing, right?
Big time.
Got it.
Good point.
Mariah Carey.
Wow.
See, I almost went
my
there.
God.
I will fact check this.
Wow.
Because she's half black though.
No, I think she's not half black.
She
No,
might,
I
no, I
believe
think
she
she's
is.
half black.
Is she? Oh, that,
Wow. Mimi's really out of touch.
she is dumb. I told you, she's dumb as a brick.
She
So
must have made that
it's
statement
not
from
that
her
surprising.
from her Hello Kitty room. She has a whole room
Yeah.
dedicated to all her
She shouldn't be allowed to
Hello
speak
Kitty
to the
stuff.
press.
No.
So we got 0,
Nick Cannon
0,
should have fucking put a
0.
handle on that shit. That's bad.
Mike. Okay.
Wow.
Next round, guys. We got to keep this moving.
I don't like this game.
You keep winning. I think
fooling all of
he
us.
made all of these envelopes just so that we
I
would
just
believe.
I just lost.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Okay. Quote. America is dumb.
Yeah.
It's like a dumb puppy that has big teeth that can bite and hurt you. Aggressive.
Excellent reading.
Thank you. Is this Drew Barrymore,
Oh, I love her.
Johnny Depp, or back in the fold, Sean Penn?
Oh.
Sean
I
Penn.
actually know this one for real, though.
You do.
I feel
You
like I
do?
should be
You should be
exempt.
exempt from this one?
Exempt because I actually know the real answer. I think I should open the envelope.
You Yeah?
And you guys should guess because
Alright.
I do actually know the
Well,
answer.
why don't we not start with you then? Let's
Okay.
see what the other members of the team have to
Okay.
say. I can tell you this. America's dumb. It's like a dumb puppy. Keyword here being puppy. All right, we have one female and 2 males in this pool.
Right.
Can't you just hear Drew saying "thumb" with her little lisp?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Drew.
This
Yeah,
is
Drew, thumb puppy.
Yeah.
this is what I have to say. I would say
It was cute too.
it could be Sean Penn. However,
Comma.
because of the puppy thing, I'm pretty sure it's Drew Barrymore. They're all pretty dumb people, by the way. I don't think I can hold the conversation down with any of these assholes. Johnny Depp's way too worried. He's got to sell movies. He can't say shit like this about
No.
the American audience. Okay, so he's out. So I'm gonna go with Drew Barrymore here. Got the wonky eye. I would never bang her. No, I wouldn't. I mean, but
I
not.
would bang her. I'd bang her.
All right. So I'm Drew Barrymore. Mikey, please.
Oh, I'd bang her.
But Mikey, we're gonna need an answer.
That wasn't the
No,
question.
no. Who said?
He would definitely
Who said
bang
this
her.
quote?
Drew Barrymore, definitely.
Thanks, McRitchie.
I'll say Drew Barrymore. Because puppy. Although it's a coin toss between her and Penn because Depp wouldn't say it. He's got
Both hate America.
too big a business. Yeah.
All right. So, but why don't we find out what the real answer is? Because Bethany seems like she has.
I know
some,
it.
She's,
All right.
Why do you know?
I know because I just know because I heard it.
You heard this. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you listening to? When
I
you
heard
this
that. You guys-
random fact.
You guys are actually all wrong.
Oh fuck.
It was Johnny Depp who said that.
Wow.
It was Johnny Depp.
Wow.
Well,
Unless you're about to just prove me way wrong. But
Johnny
I
Depp.
am I am
You
like
never know.
99.9.
It now comes out that she wasn't.
So you're going with Johnny
100%.
Depp.
I think it's Johnny Depp.
Those
I really do.
envelopes have been bastards all night.
Yeah.
So don't count your chickens.
I know, right? Maybe this guy just fooled us with
It
these
mighta.
envelopes. I think it was Johnny Depp.
Okay. Here we go.
The day of wrong answers.
Like the Oscars, we're gonna open this
Yeah.
up.
The envelopes are hermetically sealed.
It's Johnny Depp.
Yes.
How did you know this? Where did you hear
I
this?
think that I read it in an in-flight magazine. That is what I think.
That is pretty fucked up. I mean, that is fucked up, right?
Yeah,
This
I remember
asshole-
thinking that I like him a little less for some reason.
He lives in France
it's
a lot
Johnny
of the
Depp.
time.
yeah, he
so-
does. It's when he was like living in France at the time when he said that.
Hey,
He hates
Bethany,
Americans.
I'd like
I think-
it to be my
I thought you guys
next
would know.
movie. You know what I mean?
No, God, no,
I have an
Johnny.
inflection in my voice. It wasn't there when I was on, that TV show
I
21
know,
Jump Street.
right? What is that?
Look, I'm done playing real actors. You know, like the Indian or like weird makeup
That's good,
things.
Patrick.
You know what I mean?
That is.
I got a weird inflection in my voice. Look, my next stage of life, I'm gonna be just play animals. You know? Yeah. No, not on like animation. Real animals. The same makeup team that was in Edward Scissorhands. They're gonna put scales on my face and be a snake in the next movie.
My next movie, I'm going to be a raccoon, man.
Oh, you're a raccoon.
Yeah.
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 I'm done playing
Yeah.
a pirate. You know.
I'm just going through dumpsters, going through garbage cans, just looking for fish scales.
I talked to my guru Keith Richards and Thomas F. Thompson. We just went on a hunt for octopuses, and an octopus spoke to me, and he said,
in Cuba.
"Look, your path is different from others, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Johnny, you're
Yeah, man.
different. You're different than any
Yeah,
other
man.
man.
Yeah.
So Johnny Depp's an asshole. All right, let's move on. Last round here.
Last envelope.
All right. Oh, I'm reading this. This is ugly. This is ugly. Someone really dumb said this. All right, what dumb celebrity said this? Republican control of the House has resulted in poison in the water, salmonella in the food, carbon dioxide in the air, and toxic waste in the ground. Your choices are. By the way, I'm pretty sure only two out of 3 of those things actually happened. Mark Ruffalo, whoever the fuck that asshole is. I don't even know if that's a celebrity. Barbara Streisand and Harrison Ford. Okay,
It's
so
e-
it's
it's easy.
blaming Republicans for the world kind of
I think
turning
it's
into
easy,
a toxic
too.
dump.
I think it's
Who
easy.
wants to go first, please?
Chris.
I'll go first because for some reason I know a little bit about Mark Ruffalo. I know he's against fracking. I know he's a big anti-fracker.
What's fracking?
Fracking.
That's the
we'll get
searching
into that
for
another
coal
point. It's breaking gas out of shale.
Okay.
underground.
That's-
Basically, it's like slant drilling, but into shale. So I know Ruffalo is up in upstate New York a lot, protesting against that, against people
Okay.
making money on their own land.
So he's
And
vocal.
So I'm going to say that sounds like Mark Ruffalo, but I'm going to be wrong, and it's probably Barbra Streisand. So moving on to the next victim of this terrible game.
Bethany?
I was gonna say Harrison Ford. I just feel like I see him like showing up like at random political things with like messy hair and like angry, old, insane stuff.
Nah, he's too stoned, allegedly, to really be outspoken about anything.
This is a tough one. I don't know Mark Ruffalo. And Harrison Ford, he has never put his ass on the line, at least as far as I know in the media, of like saying that picking one side or the other. This guy, again, has tickets he needs to sell. Mikey, you have a...
Yeah, but you were wrong last time about that. So
He's the Hulk, by the way, from the Avengers. Mark Ruffalo.
that guy. Okay, there you go. All right, fine.
I'm
So-
going with the lady in red. Going with Barbra Streisand.
Now, why do you say that, Mike?
Why is she the lady in red?
She's the only lady.
All right.
I wanted to imagine her in a red dress.
All right.
So you don't
oh,
really
that's
have a
kind of
reason-
creepy. You and Barbara.
Okay.
Gotta get ahead in this
I'm going to
town.
go with Mark Ruffalo because I don't know who he is, and he's got nothing to lose. If I don't know who you are, that means your career isn't, like, skyrocketing, okay? So, Barbra Streisand, though, you got me thinking, Mike. She owns this town.
She does.
So she hates Republicans. She's
calls
always
the shots.
like contributing to campaigns. Harrison Ford would never say this. Indiana Jones would never dare say this. He lives in Montana.
Yeah.
He
What-
owns like cows.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, man.
All right.
He's
Are we
way
ready?
too stoned,
All right,
allegedly.
So just to
Crack
so
it.
we have one Mark Ruffalo.
Yep.
We have two Barbra Streisands.
Right.
And Harrison Ford.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be wrong now. Great.
Yeah, enjoy that.
All right. By the way,
Drink it in.
let's see. We have Mike and I have 1 point, and you have 1 point. Okay.
Let's get it going. I'm on pins and needles.
Yeah. Who knows what
Plastic
it's going to
chairs.
be?
Yeah.
It's Barbra Streisand.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
Well,
Damn it.
Wow.
Oh.
that's intense.
I hate myself and everybody in this room, including Spot.
By the way, that would mean Mike and I win.
Yeah, fuck you, Spot.
Thanks, Mike.
a bitch.
Great job, buddy. Come on.
Yeah.
How about some
I'm never
applause?
going
like
to
the crowd?
win.
There you go.
I'm never going to win that game.
Good for you. Good for both of you.
Yeah.
Way to go, everybody. All right. You know what? You know what it's time for? It's time to be informed.
Oh.
It's time for all of us to learn a little bit
Thank
about
God.
what's going on in the world. Like we were just having fun playing a game, but
Yeah.
let's learn. Let's learn.
It's time for the Dude Show News Show. Prepare to be informed because our news girl is down for almost anything. Now let's give it over to Bethany.
Is that right? You're almost down for anything?
Oh, hey now.
I don't know. I'm going to wait and see.
All right. Well, I want to learn. What do we got?
Well, on to more important things. An Australian rugby player named Anthony Watts has been suspended for 8 games after being found guilty of contrary contact charge for biting an opponent's penis. He denied that his mouth made contact with the other player's genitals, but officials saw it differently.
That's a big jump there in a competition. You know what I mean?
It's a long way to go to win a game.
So what was it not on film? I mean, we got cameras everywhere.
No,
these
it
days.
was. They have all kinds of pictures of it. I mean, it was pretty clear. His face was all up in there.
Is that right? Like, was it though, like in a Scrabble or something? Like, was it? Should his face have been down there otherwise? Or?
I mean, it was out of anger. You can tell that it was like a retaliation. It was a little bit of a scuffle.
I got to tell you, I've been
lacking away in dictates.
I've been in a lot of scraps in my life.
Really?
And I have never once thought to get my mouth around it.
I was going to ask you, have you ever been mad enough to bite somebody's junk in a fight? You got to be really angry.
No, I've never even been mad enough to grab that area or kick it.
Really?
Like,
Yeah,
that's
you
kinda
I would.
shouldn't.
That's
Why?
the first thing I'd do.
Really?
I would just punch it or kick it.
That's dirty.
Well, that's life.
That is life.
Yeah.
You know,
I ain't wasting my hands on anybody.
You
Tell
know,
that.
I wasn't surprised when the Mike Tyson Holyfield fight thing where he bit his ear because
Right.
I'd seen that happen a couple times in my youth.
It's just
where people-
adrenaline at that point. It's not intentional.
you know what,
though?
Just like animal instincts
But
come in.
cockbiting? Yeah.
That cockbiting, that's
There's a
not.
certain amount of decorum that men must
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
while even fighting. And one of those ground rules are never go for the testicles, in my opinion.
Or penis.
I like the dark ones.
Yeah, big dick. Unless it's a black guy, then of course bite
Yeah,
his balls.
go for
you know?
it.
So what happened? Any charges or?
Yeah, he got charged and suspended for 8 games. And that's all. He was charged with contrary conduct.
As he should have. I mean, I listen to a lot of sports talk radio, and I hear stories of things that go on the bottom of a scrum in the NFL and college football. Like people get punched, they get grabbed. There's all sorts of things that go on. But I've never heard a story about anybody putting their mouth
Rugby.
on somebody's genitals through their shorts or their pants.
I mean, it's so easy to go for the gay thing here, but it's not. As Bethany indicated, it's possible that it just could be like this testosterone. Let me fucking just fuck with you, motherfucker.
I think that's testosterone. I think it's kind of gay. I think he might have had one in his mouth before. You got to be.
think it's gay?
You have to be willing to go there.
Really? I think he was
That was
just...
like 8 years ago, asshole. People don't forget.
They
That's
never
right.
do. In fact, this guy will probably never be.
Never
he'd go
forget.
ball biter for the rest of his
Yeah.
goddamn
Never forget.
life.
Now, number 20, playing left striker, the cockbiter. Look out. That's a nickname you've earned.
Yeah, no one wants to play
Trust
with
me.
him
Yeah.
anymore.
Doesn't happen in baseball. Doesn't happen in football. Has a basketball player ever, bit another guy's cock when they got all mad?
Rugby's hardcore.
It is. I've seen. They get really drunk. So blurred lines.
Yeah.
Blurred lines.
What else we got, baby?
Stuff. Well, this is one of the many reasons I want to move to Boulder. The University of Colorado police have arrested a 45-year-old man for taking a drunken horseback ride through the city of Boulder. Witnesses say the man and the horse were occasionally wandering into traffic near a school. Patrick Schumacher is facing charges of animal cruelty and riding under the influence.
So drunk while on a horse.
Yeah.
I don't think that counts.
Was he nude?
I've done that.
Yeah.
No,
Were-
I think
were
he
you
actually,
nude?
yeah. But I think he had clothes on. But I was out in the woods. Don't do it in the street. That's dangerous.
I think it was Paul Revere. What the?
This
what the fuck?
this is a tough one for me. Like I know in some cities, and look, this may just be like a what do you call that? Like a where it never actually happened, but people say it happens, like cow tipping and stuff like that.
Urban myth.
Oh, that happened.
People getting a DUI on a bicycle. I'm pretty sure this is one of those things. Does anybody ever get a DUI riding a horse?
Yeah, totally. You totally can. And there's towns, and even in like Boulder, man, people have horses, and they do a lot of drugs, and they take their horses to their friend's house who have horses who are doing lots of drugs. And sometimes you have to ride your horse on the street, and you've been drinking. I mean, it seems like a totally natural thing to have happened.
But isn't this one of those things where who are you endangering by being drunk on a horse? You know what I mean? Like who are you gonna kill?
I mean, if you're wandering out into the street where cars are driving, I mean, I don't think that it's safe for anyone.
I mean, look,
But isn't it the horse's fault if it walks into traffic? I mean,
no, because horses will go where...
it's not a dog. It's
next
not
thing
that
you know,
loyal. I've been
look,
on a
we
horse.
live in LA, and we live in LA. Next thing you know, we're gonna have a bunch of Mexicans taking donkeys to strip clubs. We don't want that, all right? So whoever's listening to this, like,
Wow.
look, guys, just because you're driving a donkey, I don't want you drinking 19 Coronas to the strip club, okay? Because you could still get a DUI. It's very dangerous, apparently.
See, where I'm from, it's not horses. It's snowmobiles and quads that people do that
Drunk.
shit.
Completely understand.
See, well, there's like a big
What?
snowstorm, and you snowmobile down to the bar, and then the county mountie will pull you over, and you'll get like a snowmobiling.
I have ridden a
intoxicated.
horse drunk.
Well, you can
Yeah.
maul someone with that.
You're from Kentucky. You're kind
Yep.
of a hillbilly.
That-
All right, so
Uh,
what happened to this guy? Some charges, a DUI, spent a night
Yeah,
in jail? or?
he got charged actually with animal cruelty and riding under the influence, which is a charge that you can be
Is
charged
that a
with.
misdemeanor?
What state was
felony?
this in?
This was
Colorado.
in Boulder, Colorado.
Colorado's a really free state. Colorado's like Texas.
Yeah,
like
man, you
guns
can
and
ride
like
your horse.
shit flies.
Is the charge called being a cowboy?
No, I want to
there you go,
move there
Mikey.
because stuff like this happens.
Yeah, man.
Wow, it smells like bullshit to me. And I'll tell you what, in LA, we'd never tolerate that bullshit. What else we
yeah.
got, baby? What's
What else?
the next story?
Oh, I'm really personally attached to this one. In Milton, West Virginia, a home caught on fire and a helpless kitten was caught inside. Lucky for the kitten, Batman and Captain America came to her rescue. John Buckland and Troy McCumb were next door dressed as Cape Crusaders performing for a children's birthday party when they saw the flames. John, a former firefighter, kicked the door down, brought the kitty outside, and revived it with mouth to mouth. No one was injured besides Batman, who sustained a scratch from the kitty when it came to.
Wow. All right, first off, everyone involved in this story should be dead because they're losers.
No,
Am I right?
you know my weekend job, right? I do this. I could have been Batman.
Resuscitate kittens?
And I would have totally resuscitated a kitten if the kitten needed resuscitation. Absolutely. These people are heroes. Look they're working for kids in LA. This is their weekend job. They get paid really good, okay? Us party performers, we get paid really good.
Party
Bethany, let's
performers.
Not the first person that's been in her mouth.
Wow.
Bethany, let me ask you this. What can you make on a kid's party dressed up as Princess Leia? You know what I mean?
How many hours?
4.
You could make more at Comic-Con.
4 hours?
And, well, 2. What do you do? Run me through your day.
You can do it for about, it's usually 2 to 3 hours, and I make usually $100 an hour with tips.
I'm sorry, how much?
$100 an hour plus tips.
Wow. That's
Jesus
bitching.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, right?
I quit.
You want to be a princess now?
By the way, I wonder how much these guys got tipped out for saving the household kitty.
Oh, yeah.
And
And this guy used to be a firefighter. I like firefighters.
dressed up like Batman and
No,
what?
I'm not
doesn't?
really. I'm not really. I'm not. No, the
Did they have
the
10
Batman
Vittles
stuff
in
I
their
could take
pockets?
or leave. But saving kitties, a former firefighter, and you dress as
by the way,
Batman. That's kind of cool to me.
I didn't hear what state this happened in. I'm going to say Florida.
West Virginia, obviously, where I would like to move. Also,
Really, Bethany?
I mean, kind
There's
of.
nothing there for you except Civil War.
Good tax rate.
enactments, you know?
You can get
Goats,
You can
there's
get-
lots of
these
goats.
people,
Lots of
look,
goat. You're a big fan of
I
the
take
goat.
back my initial statement of they should all be in jail. They're all heroes. All right, what else we got?
Okay. Now, I picked this one because I'm trying to make us feel better here in LA with our parking and traffic situation. But in Pittsburgh, local homeowners are in an uproar after being cited $225 parking tickets for parking in their own driveways.
What?
A new law.
Thank you.
Mikey.
A new law requires residents to buy a permit in order to park more than 30 feet off the street. Elaine Freeman parked in her driveway for 18 years before she got a ticket.
In her own driveway.
Freeman says it's ridiculous and doesn't make our city look very smart.
There aren't words.
This is near and dear to my heart.
I know. I knew
Okay.
it would be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go on a rant here.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Oh, he's got the mic in his hand.
car been there, sir? I actually don't give a fuck. Because it's already in the machine that I printed out. How much do you make an hour, sir? I make $10 an hour. Yeah, This ticket that I'm giving you is $122.
$225.
In LA? For
$275.
$275, sir. Yeah, but I was just running into 7-Eleven. I was going to buy a Coke. There's no parking around the street.
And a scratcher.
I'm driving a 1992 Taurus Ford. I can't. It's got oil drizzling out the back. I will never. I'll have to work an entire week to pay for this goddamn ticket.
Drizzle.
Can I hear the Imperial March one more time? Because that's what these fucking assholes are really doing.
Yeah,
They're the
terrible.
Empire, okay?
Here we go.
My name's Shanae, as you can read on my name tag.
Wow.
So racist.
I marked your tire. Wait, I've only been here 5 minutes. We did 2 spins around the block. We marked it twice with white chalk. Yeah, sir. By the way, you're 2 inches into the red zone. That's another $200.
I've been got on that.
My truck still has the chalk on my windshield from getting towed. It's like the scarlet letter. I refuse to take it off.
Look, ma'am, I'm ready to do anything I can to get that taken away. I will never park in front of the 7-Eleven to run and spend money in this city ever again. Whatever we can do. maybe perhaps I can give you $20. Sir, are you trying to bribe me?
A public official?
Wait, this has happened to you.
That is a felony, sir. That will cost you $500, sir.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the evil regime known as the parking force. Where this happened? Because LA sucks. Where
This
this
is
happened?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, man.
Well, they suck too.
Yeah.
All right, baby. One last story. Wrap it up. Let's one last story.
Okay, let's see here. One last story. I have so many
Quick
good
one,
ones
quick
here.
one. Show
Okay,
me.
quick one. Okay, the Lord works in mysterious ways. A 31-year-old man was arrested in Spokane, Washington for exposing himself and masturbating on the road near a soccer field. When confronted by the police, William Ogan had already had was a registered sex offender for lewd acts performed in 2011. He claimed that he was doing the Lord's work and spreading the word of Jehovah on his wedding day. He had not married a woman, but instead he said he had married God that day.
So he's beating off, or
Yeah.
Near a soccer field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was doing the Lord's
I'm okay with this guy.
Yeah?
Like, was it near?
I'm not. No.
No?
No.
in the
Why
name of the
not?
Lord.
No.
You never
no.
beat off into a car in your car?
No, just on the side of the road.
I plead the fifth, but not near a soccer field, man. Come on.
Yeah,
There's
don't do it
kids.
next to
There's
soccer.
kids.
Look, I beat off in my car all the time.
What?
Yeah, one time with hand sanitizer.
You
know what that,
do?
what that
True
does to your penis?
confessions. The fucking chafes it. Makes it scaly.
Was he in the I zone?
Yes. I mean, I think
Fuck off. Was he in the I zone of any 14-year-old girls?
I believe that he was arrested while exposing himself. And he'd been arrested for this before. He was a registered sex offender. Like, he likes to take his stuff out. I mean, he's obviously crazy. But this time he was doing it to spread the word of the Lord as a celebration on his
Crap.
wedding day to God.
He said that.
Yeah.
All right, well, then he should be in jail.
Yeah.
Or dead.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Was he in his car or was he in public?
I think that he was just masturbating on the side of the road by a soccer field. I
Yeah.
don't say there's nothing about a
You know
car.
what?
And the police rolled by
Dude.
and said, hey, this guy is masturbating.
Go to Target. There's a lot of public restrooms. Just take care of it. Just don't
Or
bring your kids. Come
home,
on.
maybe.
Yeah, there's that, but he might not have a
Sometimes
home.
men
Go to
can't
Target.
wait. Bethany, you have a vagina.
Target.
Really?
Guys can't wait.
You guys do it just out? Like, you have to stop in between errands and masturbate in Target? Like,
I've done that. Well, by the way, while
Have you seen those checkout girls? Come on.
Shitting. Oh yeah, they're amazing.
Stop.
All right, look, I want to end this on a fucking happy note. We
Let's end
all
it.
had a good time.
We had a great time.
Hit it, Mikey. Look, peeps, we enjoy doing this. We love talking. We
We do.
love talking.
Except
Yeah.
Mikey.
But the only way we can do this, we can't keep the we can't keep the roof on top of this fucking shit house unless you
Shit
guys spread the word and tell the other peeps what we're doing here is funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe this show wasn't what you wanted. Maybe it was marginal. Maybe we dialed it in.
Maybe it's like Robitussin. You took it, but you didn't like it, but you feel better about it.
Yeah, maybe you're alone at night and it's dark. But
That's
look,
good.
the point is that we need you. You're a soldier of the Dude Show Network. So spread the word, motherfuckers.
Soldier.
All right? Let's end this on a happy note, Mike. Yep. This is 1984. We're bringing it back to you.
Goddamn right.
Some of you kids out there listening right now, as I saw, or you were in that sperm bag of your dad's nutsack. You're dancing around there, too. Anyway, we'll see you on the next podcast, kids. Thanks for listening.